The Government of India has issued new IT rules to regulate digital content and streaming services. A very good move step. Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the Raju Notes channel. If you are new to this channel, kindly like, share, and subscribe. And also tell your friends, for they might benefit for some kind of a question that you might get in this examination on this topic. Well, friends, for the first time, the government, under the ambit of information technology, which is also called as Intermediary Guidelines and the Digital Media Ethics Code rules for 2021, has brought in detailed guidelines for digital contents on both digital media and the over-the-top, that is the OTT platform, while giving itself some overriding powers. The new rules, which were unveiled at a joint press conference by the Information Technology Minister, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, and also the Information and Broadcasting Minister, Mr. Prakash Javadekar, laid a three-tier grievance redressal mechanism. Over and above this framework, the government has also equipped itself with the emergency powers to block any public access of any kind of information and in an emergency nature, when if the ministry feels that and it is satisfied that the necessary expedient is justifiable. Such blockage will happen without giving an opportunity of hearing to the publishing platform. So the first level of grievance of redressal system will be at the level of each OTT provider. Each complainant will have to be addressed within 15 days. If the complaint is not satisfactorily addressed, then the complainant can scale it up to the self-regulatory body collectively established by the OTT. This body will be headed by either a retired judge of the Supreme Court or a High Court, or an independent eminent person from field of media, broadcasting, entertainment, child rights, human rights, or any other relevant field as it feels okay. This body will have the censoring power, and it can do the censor at any level. The third tier will be the one where the government itself, with the overriding powers in the form of an oversight mechanism, and an inter-ministerial committee will perform this function and will largely have the same powers as self-regulatory bodies and the OTT. Both ministries also clarified that the new law has been framed, and the government already has the powers to step in case of the emergency under the existing law. Mr. Javadekar also had said that the structure has been created to facilitate the soft touch regulations. There had been a widespread concerns about the digital content, especially on the OTT platform, wherein Mr. Javadekar also said that with 50 parliament questions in the recent concluded first part of the budget session, so they decided to go for it. He also said that multiple meetings had been held with the OTT platforms before the framing of these guidelines, and that despite the ministry's request, the OTT platforms had not come up with any satisfactory regulatory mechanism. Therefore, the government had to interject in such case. And so this was one part of the overall code of conduct for the OTT content. The second part is now coming on to the digital media, and with a special emphasis to the social media platforms. The government also notified that stricter guidelines for the social media intermediaries, that will make mandatory for platforms such as maybe WhatsApp to aid in identifying the originator of the unlawful message, and it will also require the likes of Twitter, Facebook, YouTube to take down such messages within a specified time frame and set up grievance redressal mechanism, as well as to assist the government agencies in investigation. Mr. Prasad announced these rules in the same press meeting that happened. Remember that point which I told earlier, the guidelines of all these are for the intermediaries and the Digital Media Ethics Code rules 2021. This is what has to be remembered. The think tanks and the experts welcome this new well-intended rule, stating that this can bring the clarity on the responsibilities of the intermediaries. However, they also added out, I must say, there are some speculations that in the current form, these guidelines could undermine the principles of open and accessible internet and violate the right to privacy and free speech of users, particularly in the absence of robust data protection law. I agree to that, but I think that such act should be acting as a deterrent to people who post anything and everything on one particular topic as per their own conveniences and going scot-free. Points to note here is that this could also lead to an erosion of a safe harbor protection given to the intermediaries under the section 79 of IT Act. So this is one of the concern, but however I feel it is okay to have such things, but to under a confined and a transparent manner. The another provision is on receiving a court order or being notified by the appropriate government, the agency or the intermediary will need to remove or disable the access to the information or any unlawful information as early as possible and not later than 36 hours. So all these things come. If you recollect the recent the toolkit which was tweeted by the Greta Thunberg or Disha Ravi or these things, wherein the image of the country was under a scanner. So such rules they were already in pipeline. This some kind of step like this had to take place, but knowing what has happened exactly will put you in a better place. Hope you like the video. If you like it, please click that like button. It's an kind of encouragement for me, and I hope to see you soon, very soon rather, with the next this month's current affairs and also the defense updates, what are happening around the Indian continent. Thank you.